Okay, this is like crazy. It's already gone live without me. So let me go ahead and get going. Studio is acting up really bad. Don't know why. It just does what it's doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi, I'm Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. If the music's too loud for you and you can't hear my voice, just let me know and I'll see if I can get that turned down. Alright, so working on Helping Hand comic, and I've just started thinking about more and more about the comic. Usually when you have comics, you have like an overall theme. Is it dark? Is it light? So far it's kind of neutral, so everything's kind of still bright and whatnot, but it's gotta at some time it's gonna have to turn dark, and I don't know if I should just keep it light and then turn it dark, but we'll get there. Alright, so today I wanted to work on this page. It's going to be a splash page, or just a really big just a really big page here. This is going to introduce the captain. He shows up in another panel where I guess he's kind of looking at taking, just kind of chilling in the morning, and they kind of barge on in this panel right here. First day jitters type of thing. Also, yesterday I was teaching myself. My internet was really spotty, so I didn't trust it to go online. And when I was ready, it like pretty much crapped the bed. So yesterday I was teaching myself SketchUp, going online, looking at different tutorials, and I was creating the entrance because I thought it would be a bear for this particular page right here, page 5. And with all this crap going on, I'm like, you know what, let me see if I can find a way to make it easier. So SketchUp will allow me to kind of do this sort of thing. So like when I need to do my overhead and I don't want to redraw the wheel over and over again, I can just go ahead and export this image and then plop it on into page 5. And I started working on, let me see if I can get out of this one, and started working on the interrogation room. So right here I'm kind of keeping it simple. I got Karen in the back, probably reporting somebody. So with this I was able to create like the interrogation room, and then I can kind of maneuver it around so that I can put the characters in place. It's a little wonky because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it should work enough. So when I get to this point down, let's see, down here, it won't look, so weird. I can get them sitting down on the table, at the table, and get our suspect nice and cuffed up. And I'm still playing with what I want him to look like. He's just not there yet. But today we're just going to go ahead and work on Captain Cortez. And I'm debating on how I want him to look. I want him to look relatively handsome. Before I have him I want him older, really intimidating looking. I've already picked out some color tones from what I initially had him starting out at. So let's see. I'm going to change his head position just a bit. And I'm going to turn off the words. So I got to figure out how I'm going to position it around the character. And that's another thing, is like I've got so many words on one page. It's like I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. It's like I want to arrange it in a in a way that it's not boring to look at. You got one big guy, two other people, and it's got this triangle view. So I don't know. It's just a lot of words on one page, and I don't know how much it's going to diminish. I don't know. It just feels like it diminishes a bit, making it all just one thing. But we'll see. We'll keep going. If I'll discuss it with the writer and see if I can at least squeeze in another panel or two, because this is just a lot for just one big page. I don't know. It just is a lot. There's a lot of things that I think need multiple pages. Like, this one could be served, well, it's okay with that one, but something like this right here, this should have multiple pages. I don't think all of it should be squeezed on into one, especially with all the text that needs to go into it. All this text needs to be put into these panels. I don't know. It just... Let me turn these back off so I don't mess it all up. And it's not like I need a whole lot of detail, but I want to get a lot of emotion going. Make it feel tense. I don't know. So things that have a splash page or just one big page, like when I think of splash page, I think of two side-by-side pages, you know, that it's, you know, a centerfold type of thing. Anyway, let me stop whining. Let me see. Now I have an idea of how I want this guy to look. I've got like 3 different actors in mind that I want to kind of meld into one. Okay. I'm going to drop the opacity here. And I'm going to switch my brush. To like my little sketch brush here. Change that to black. And I don't want him to be, oops, I don't want him to be obscured either. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to get the eyebrows in, and I'm going to turn his head just a bit, not too much. So at this stage, he's kind of, from what I understand, he's kind of trying to figure these people out. You know, he's just met them, he's heard a lot of good things, and right now he's just a little stressed. Now, according to the words, I thought I'd turn these guys off. He solved every page, but I'm sorry, every case but one that he's worked on, which is kind of unbelievable, but you know, go-getters and whatnot. And so, like, I'm thinking, like, every day he looks at this case and he's like frustrated as all hell. So that kind of puts him in a bad mood. So they kind of came at the right time. The writer kind of describes this guy as kind of like a mixture of Terry Crews and The Rock. So I'm trying to find a happy medium. and I wanted to have this. I wanted to be like a Harry Potter fan too. And maybe his partner, and that's the case that he hadn't solved, his partner's death. Let's see. Let's put his hand here for the moment. I don't know. It's not tea, so he's not gonna have the pinky up. But I want it to be like a small cup. Like a really small cup compared to his head. Like he'd be the one that you'd think have a giant mug. But it's more like, I want it to be more like the size of a teacup. So let me draw his face first. Slide that over. Let me make this a little bigger. Alright. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Tatted Hearts. Hey, Ian. You know, I'd like to do something like that. I was talking to my, sorry. I don't know if you guys can see the chat. Let me do this real quick so I don't lose you guys. Let me bring this on over. Okay, so Tatted Hearts was saying that I should do a comic, a serious one about a disabled kid. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's a good idea. Let me see, hold on for a second. Also, would inform you about how they think and feel and stuff like that. Andy Cohen would be, who's that? Perfect inspiration for the student since he's a bit older. Andy Cohen, who the hell is that? Let's see, good morning, Ken. Try simplifying it a bit. I'm not an expert, would know how to give you tips. I don't know what you're giving me tips about. Alright, okay. Hey. Aw, listen to you guys. Alright, and good work on that thing that you're doing, Ian, with the fundraiser. If there's a way to donate to you, to your cause, you know, from America, let me know, and I'll go ahead and chip in as well. On Ian's Outdoor Recovery channel, he is raising money for a great cause. He's raising awareness while he's biking, and I'd like to contribute as well. I don't have a lot of money, but, you know, if it's important to you, it's important to me. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that, like taking things that people would consider like an anomaly and making them into a superpower, like the little girl that I was trying to come up with the the crap that Michael Jackson supposedly had, the skin disorder. I wanted to draw a comic that had like a whole bunch of people with that skin disorder, but it gave them like animal powers. Like one guy, he kind of looks like a cheetah. His skin kind of looks like a cheetah in the way his the markings start to show. And then another one I was coming up with was it's a boy who's got like behavior issues, but it's not his fault. It's kind of similar to what's his name? It's hard to draw and think and try to make this look interesting at the same time. As a matter of fact, I do not like where this is going. Let me give it a second. I'm gonna keep working it because this is the ugly stage. He had these behavior problems, but it ends up being a superpower, kind of like how Percy Jackson had his dyslexia. It wasn't dyslexia. He could actually like read Greek and stuff, where he would see things in Greek writing. I don't know, the words would move around on him. He was dyslexic. Yeah, but a person that I know, and one of my kids has not necessarily, it's almost like autism, but like on the spectrum. But he's functioning. He's doing much better now that he's matured. But before, he couldn't stand noises, things like that. Couldn't go to a public bathroom because it's like the sound of the flushing would like drive him absolutely batshit crazy. It was just too loud, and our house was never that loud. So going out in the public and having to deal with loud noises was like too much for him, too much stimulation. Same thing with like school events and stuff like that, when there's a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of things going on. It was like he didn't do chaos well. But that could be like a superpower, or something that was what's the word? Like they were meant to be a warrior, and these are just things that the fight or flight thing would be something that they could use, in battle, in preparation for battle or something like that. So anyway, vitiligo. I'm sorry. You don't know how to spell it. I don't know how to say it. Aw, thanks. No, I meant ugly stages. It doesn't look like I want it to look. I don't know. I'm just trying to get it to go the way I want it to go. Now I'm thinking of changing it from this guy to looking kind of like The Rock, because I like how The Rock has his eyebrows and stuff. Hold up, let me do that. This guy's gonna look like The Rock, but with like super brown skin. How about that? The Rock with a super tan. Or brother look. Yeah, not The Rock, but The Rock. Inspired by The Rock. It's like, you really look like that Rock guy. It's like, yeah, I get that all the time. Type of guy. So let me see. And I was thinking about getting back to pencil and paper again. I want to go to Michael's and pick up some newsprint and get back to drawing with the crayon. Let's see. And when I am not at my iPad here, I'm doodling with my yeah, that's a good Rock picture. But I like it when he was older, as an older guy, an older Rock. Let me see. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Now this would be great, but I want to make him more edgy, more angry, frustrated. That is the kind of look that I have for this guy. Initially, I was thinking about using this guy, Idris Elba, as the inspiration for the captain, which would be pretty good, but I don't know. I like The Rock. His look about him, the way he carries himself, angry but not angry. You can kind of relate to him. Like, this would be a great picture. Okay, yeah, I'm done. The Rock is going to be my inspiration for this, because he's going to be like let's see, in this, let's see, where was it? Like, he'd be great up in this area. So like right here would be where I would put that picture. Like he's like measuring him up and stuff. So yeah, The Rock is the king. He's the shit. So I'm gonna do him instead as an inspiration. And I'll try to give him the same look that I wanted to give the initial captain. Yeah, one of the things I hate about drawing digitally is that it's not a pencil. It's a dull tipped edge thing and stylus, and I no like it. I no like it. But I like the end result that I don't have to carry a billion pencils with me. Let me drop this opacity down. Yeah, before, like every day I would go to work, I would take, yeah. I think I do. Before I send it, I'll go ahead and send you a message and just tell me this is where you donate. That way, if anybody, and I'll send you a message on Facebook when I'm ready to donate. I'll probably do that probably about Thursday or so. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I gotta draw that picture. That was cute. But like I was going to say, I carried art supplies with me every day. Like in my earlier videos where I'm drawing on t-shirts and stuff, I would have a big rolling case with me every morning. I would go to work super early, and I would go to work super early, like about maybe 2 hours early, partially to beat the traffic, but also because I wanted to draw. And the lighting was better, it's quiet. Let me turn this off. Canvas. There we go. So go ahead and redo this. Look at his shape. But yeah, I would have all these markers. I would carry at least 50 markers with me. And then, and this was when I was driving, I would have my hoops and just everything I needed to, and my camera. I had my entire studio brought into my cubicle. When I had a larger cubicle, before I had a smaller cubicle, I'd take half the stuff. But at lunchtime, I had an hour's lunch, and I was able to draw for an hour. So like, there's a Johnny Depp pirate that I'd done on my Facebook. I did that one at work. Like a lot of stuff a few years ago I did at work, right before work started, and I rarely drew at home because it was dark. And then I would draw on the weekends. Let's see, his head is kind of tilted this way. And his nose is kind of up like this. So I'm gonna do some different alterations to the rock, but it'll have like rock type features, like that bullet forehead to emphasize this eyebrow. And it'll be a little bit more exaggerated. Make this a a little bigger because it's not coming out as fast as I want. I miss drawing with a pencil, but this is so much faster getting it into where I need it to go, and I'm not having to buy a shit ton of markers and pencils and erasers. Losing my eraser, God, that was like an everyday occurrence. It's like I have to hold it in one hand so I wouldn't lose it. That's how often I would lose my damn eraser. But right now, drawing, it's kind of frustrating because it's like the screen gets warm, and then I have to have power, and then I have to stop once I'm like on a roll because I got to charge up the pencil. But when I'm at work and it's super slow and I feel like doodling, I'll take out a piece of scratch paper and I'll write down some ideas for stories and stuff like that. But I'm liking the digital because it's faster getting my stuff colored, and for the comic thing, so much faster. But I do sometimes miss paper. I do miss drawing on t-shirts, but now I've got a Cricut and I'll draw my stuff here and then print it out, but it does lose that something. Some of my best t-shirts are the ones that were hand drawn, hand painted. The ones that I end up I'm okay. I'm not going to stress this for. He's got a bullet head. Let me show you guys. I'm going to bring it up on here. Let's see. This is another side character for the story. This one. They're like cops. Let's see. Okay, let's get this. I've been looking back and forth over at my computer screen. There we go, much better. Take some of that down. Hate to have to start all over again. There we go. And I'm just going to see if I can get his head shape quick. And this is kind of how I would do caricatures. Just get that head shape first, and then just kind of use your fundamentals as far as where to place the eyes and stuff like that. So, and then the only difference between my caricatures and my portraits is that I would clean up the caricature so that it's more resembling of real life. Real life proportions. Yeah, let me show you the stylus. This thing is, oh, you probably won't be able to see it because it's dark in here. That's another thing, I can draw in the dark with the iPad. Yeah, you guys won't be able to see it, but instead of it having that nice sharp pencil tip, and this guy's supposed to be pretty buff too. So I'm going to make the rock just a little bit bigger, a little bit buffer. Captain Cortez. Now what would be cool is if he made Captain Cortez into a woman. So it'd be like The Rock as a woman, really super buff. Eyebrows are a little big. Let's see, the eyes start about like right here. This is the bottom. Let's see. But yeah, I like that idea with a kid or an adult. I don't really like Andy Cohen. Isn't he that weirdo white guy on they would always have him on the celebrity roast thing? Or am I getting him confused with another guy? I like those high cheekbones. You saw a ceiling. Of course I can draw in the dark. It's not recommended, but you know, the screen is lit up. Okay, so I wanted to have smaller eyes, big heavy lid. It would give him thicker eyebrows. And nostrils that like flare out. Keep his nose kind of round. And my captain's gonna have hair. He's going to be short and salt and peppery. This is a man that gets a 5 o'clock shadow at 5 o'clock in the morning, and probably a full beard by the end of the day. Oops. Give him a long neck. Okay, so let's get most of this so that we can get rid of the outlines. Let's see, he's going to have a tie, but it's loose. Make it kind of small, make him look bigger, almost like a gorilla in a tie. And I'll have like little Harry Potter symbol type of things on the tie. That would be kind of cool. I gotta figure out what house he would be in, and we'll just kind of keep those as that house color. Hufflepuff, maybe? Yeah, and I think he's gonna have a picture of him and his partner dressed up like Harry Potter characters. Like maybe they did cosplay or something when they weren't at work. I hate drawing small, but there's multiple panels on this one. We'll give him small ears. Okay, let's give him that hair. We'll give him brother hair. Where is it? Charcoals. Let's see. I see why the Rock doesn't have hair. He looks better without it. And then, let's see, we'll bring that down, make it white. I should put a shock of white somewhere, like a Harry Potter zigzag of gray. So he almost looks like the actor that I wanted, with a little bit of, use the outline now. Let's see, we'll bring this down some. Oh, sorry, I can't see the chat. Look up The Rock with hair, and I'll be shocked. Let's see. The Rock. It's like I got a lot of stuff in front of me, so it's kind of hard to get to my my keyboard. I was gonna say typewriter. Yeah, I've seen The Rock like that. Oh shit. I'm gonna bring it over. Oh, the Queen. He's got the Queen's hair. Holy shit. Look at that, the wig. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's why The Rock doesn't have hair. He looks good here. Interesting. This is funny. We'll give it back to him. We'll do that. I like that. It's interesting. Look at that. He's got a 5 head. Look at that. Still hot though. Can't tell that man he wasn't hot. Okay, so I'll do that with his hair. I like that high top. He'll have like a high top men's club. You know, they have like the hair club for men. That's what it was. Okay, I need that. Where'd it go? Charcoals. That's where I get my hair. The 6B compressed is good for doing 4C hair. I got this. And I'm going to give him a widow's peak. Bump it. We'll go a little higher. So it kind of looks like a, oh yeah, we'll put lightning bolts on the side. We'll give him like, it's like my hair naturally grows like that because I'm just badass. Let's see. When they say it's a shock of white hair, it's definitely a shock of white hair. Okay. Says, you know, you kind of resemble that one wrestler actor, and then give him that eye. Who the hell are you talking about? Let's see. And then hey, it's early. Okay, so I kind of like that. It resembles him, but not so much that I'll get sued. So I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to do a character sheet with him like this. Put that underneath. I need a color chart. Shoot, I don't have it. Okay, so damn. Go back. Let's see. I want him looking down. Let's see. That one picture where he's looking off to the side, like right here, would be kind of funny for like when he's drinking the coffee and he's looking at the chick walk into his office without knocking. I'm gonna grab that one. Let's see. All right. It's like, I know she didn't. So even his smile looks like a sneer. Let's see. And you said like The Rock angry? Erase. Yeah, the angry face looks like it would be really cool with coffee. It's like, God, this coffee is disgusting. You know, you're trying to kill me. I like that picture when he's talking to somebody. There we go. That one kind of looks like what I'm looking for. Okay. Now the cool thing is whenever I am on my computer, I can monkey with the stuff that comes to my iPad. Sync, sync, sync. But he's a cartoon, which really sucks. MAUI. But you're right, though. That big, he's supposed to be as the character William describes him as a brick shithouse. So I kind of want him. You know, I never got to see Moana. Like, I started watching it and I'm like, oh god. Every Disney freaking movie seems to start off with this song. I was like, then I turned it off. Oh, yeah, definitely. Where he's just like a big freaking square. Yup, yup. Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. But I'm weird. I'm one of those type of people who never really watch things when they first come out. I kind of let the fury die and then come back to it. I'm going to change this to like a neutral gray. So I can see all my errors in the background. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I like doing the initial sketches with the soft brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Definitely. But because like you and Ian were talking about drawing with paper, I don't mind. I'll buy another drawing book and then maybe dedicate a day out of the week to draw on that. And if I really like it, I need a theme though. Maybe different new characters for something. An ongoing. I like having a theme. Drawing random pictures is kind of boring to me. But to have a theme, like I had done one theme where it was like this is the house that Jack built. I'm gonna give him like a flared nose. Every time you see him, his nose is flared and he looks like he's pissed, even though he's like, I'm in a good mood. But he looks like he wants to kill somebody. He's got that resting serial killer face. And it always looks like he's smearing. It's like he even drinks coffee, or even sips coffee, angry. And I think it's going to be because he hasn't solved his partner's murder. So now his ears look normal. I think they photoshopped him. Oh, it's probably because he's also older too. Your ears start, they keep growing. And I gotta remember to add this to the character sheet. But I like your idea with he's supposed to be a brick shithouse, so they stack bricks as high as him. Shit bricks. Okay, let's see. Charcoals. And we'll kind of give him a fade down there. We'll give him like the villain's widow peak. It'd be funny, he kept his hair like the way his partner says, "Oh, you look good like this, your hair like this." So he kept it. Okay. So give him that Harry Potter lightning bolt here. And we'll just kind of let it be a little bit of gray on the bottom. Maybe we'll give it a little bit of gray around here so it doesn't look like he intentionally gave himself the Bride of Frankenstein. Let's see, and we'll have it kind of come down with gray, and then it'll just come to skin. Yeah, it's like the high top Bride of Frankenstein. Okay, so also Onward is a good one. I watched Frozen, the first one, on YouTube. Oh, okay. Let's add to that as well. The I like having multiple things going at once, and that makes them a little bit more creative too, and adds to the challenge. So like maybe something that I haven't done in a long time, like superheroes or cartoon characters, or something to add to the theme. So it'd be like maybe like cartoon characters as like a zodiac sign or something, or they make up their own new zodiac signs, or been into tarot cards pretty much for their artwork, not necessarily for divination or anything like that. So but it have to be something that I'd want to keep doing, because I get burnt out if I do the same thing like 4 times. Also, I'd like to have something that I could put like on webtoons. They're like, I get these automated messages that is like, you haven't posted anything in 3 months. It's like, well, Trigger, it was just for the contest. But it'd have to be something ongoing. There is a couple of stories that I want to develop though. So everything that I do from here on should be like developing some of those ideas. Like one of them was for the Bubblegum Ghost Ship. It's about a little girl who finds herself in another world of everything being edible, kind of like not Harry Potter, what's it called, Willy Wonka. She can eat everything and everyone, and she's always hungry. And she's trying to find her way home because she's considered a monster. I mean, anything that can eat everybody and everyone is usually a monster. And in this world, she's no different. Okay, let's see. Let's get that other layer. Just to have fun with. And it's funny. I was just telling myself, it's like, why don't you draw the rest of it and then do the coloring? And I'm like, nah, let's have some fun. So if I don't get to the rest of it, at least I'll have the head colored. Oh yeah, I need the color. So his base color, that tone. Okay, so he'll be like reddish brown, I guess. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so his mid skin will be about we got like his dark skin will be this, so like the highlighted, not highlighted, the kind of like the shadows. It'd be kind of funny that everybody else would be in in the light and everything, but he'll always have like those dark shadows, kind of like All Might. Fluid skins, soft skin. Just give them that skin texture. Let's see. Oops. Just kind of color in those eyes. Let's see. Yeah. This is just the underskin. Not underskin. Like, when you look at him here, it's almost like he's got like, don't look at the color that's around it. Look at the highlights, but not the white highlights. The colors where it transitions from light to dark. It's kind of like a reddish tone. And it's the highlights and the shadows that give it the rest of the other tones. You'll see. Trust me, darling, trust me. Okay, so like this right here will be the transition between light and dark. Let me get the white in there. Well, not even white. It'll be more of like a peachy tone. Maybe this beigey tone. and then probably white for like where it hits the light a lot. So like right there, go back to that beigey tone. Just kind of work it outwards. Because your skin doesn't have just one or two colors. It picks up the light from all kinds of different places and the different contours, depending on where you are. So he's got a lot of light shining down on him, but in this picture he should have a lot of light coming from behind him, because his window is like over in this area over here. So, and it's supposed to be early in the morning. There'll be less light on this side, but a lot more light on this side. And let's see, I'm not going to use black. Let's see, what other colors do we have? We have like brown lips. I need that peach beigey tone for the upper lip, like about like right here. And then I'll probably use like a razor stubble right here. Let's see, what did I have for hair? Probably the outline color. Okay. So instead of him having like a full beard, so like instead of leaving for the job, you know what? In his office, he should have like weights or something like that. That'd be funny. And then maybe some signs or something like that. No pain, no gain type of thing. You know, inspirational quotes for him. Okay, he's got like pretty rough skin, so instead of using my favorite skins, I'm going to use Procreate skins. We'll use the rough skin brush, and we'll use like a deep dark shadow. Let me see what I've got for the deep dark shadows for this guy. We'll use his lips. And then we'll just kind of give it more of a contour. I remember when Kim used to draw with a pencil. Still looks like I'm drawing with a pencil, but it feels like I'm drawing with a crayon that doesn't wear down. And then we'll use more of that beigey tone. The bougie beigey tone. Okay, so this looks a lot better than, I'm going to merge those together. A lot better than the characters that I came up with by myself. I'm just in a rock sort of mood. And I'm just going to kind of merge some of these lines. I should finish up his mouth because there'll be a time when he's not going to have the cup to his lips. Let's see, who is that? What if I should give him a drinking problem like the president? Whenever he flexes his muscles, he spills his coffee. Should we give him a dimpled chin, like the butt chin? Now, if this was a movie, that would be tight. See The Rock playing a captain, police captain. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's what we should give him. We should give him dimples. Okay, now his ears are a little lopsided. Let's see. One's like way up here and the other one's like way over here. Let's see. That's probably because of the way I colored it. I think this one on the right is more accurate, so we'll move the other one down. Or actually, let's see, let's try this one. Use liquify. Nope, I'm not liking liquify. Okay. Reset, and we'll just select it. Bring it down. Oops. About like right there. And it needs to be above his eyebrow, basically. Okay. And then back to the charcoal brush. We'll give him like thick eyebrows. But they have to be expressive eyebrows. Oops. Make it a little smaller. Where'd the music go? There we go. Bring down a little bit here. Let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep him with dark eyes or if I want to maybe give him like green eyes or something like that. Make the captain a little mixed. Nah, we'll just keep it. We'll keep him upright. Let's see. Skin. And he's going to use the rough skin. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and get onto the rest of his body here. And I'm just going to give him like a little bit of texture in his face here. Drop that down some. Big gritty teddy bear. probably should moisturize more. I think? Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of just add to the shadows just a little bit. Oh, I was gonna put music on. Start spreading wings. All right. Yeah, this reminds me of when I was a kid, and I would draw with a friend of mine. Crap! I didn't put the color in the lips. Damn it. Okay, I'll use the mid skin. That. And she would be the DJ. She'd put on music, and we'd just draw for like hours. It needs to be more purple. More purple. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to add that to his layer here. And then lock it. Okay, alright, let's get the rest of them in there. Soft brush. Yeah, so, oops, if anybody ever cancel, it helps to be on the right layer. Yeah, if anybody ever asks me, like, so how did you get so good? What made you so good? Pretty much drawing. And eventually I got the eye for what I was doing. I shouldn't put it on this layer. I'll put it on another layer so I don't monkey up the head. Drawing. We just drew for hours during the summer. Her stuff was so pretty. And I kept telling her, you know, it's like the way you drew back when we were teenagers is what's really super popular now, like on Instagram. And she used to draw like Madonna and you know, the people who were popular back in the 80s and 90s, mostly the 80s. I'm going to see The Rock in a suit. I'm going to need black. I don't want to draw too much. That's going to be covered up by his hand. Oh yeah, I'm glad I decided to go with my gut instinct and redraw him. So much more interesting than what I had picked out before. I'm trying to decide how I want to do his hand. Definitely have his shirt like pulling, like he's about to Hulk out. I can see this guy like totally getting pissed off, and the next thing you know, it's like his shit just like splits apart. It's like, Captain, I'm sorry. Oh my god, sorry. I'm so freaking sorry. Hold on for a second. I'm going to see if I can find a guy who is drinking coffee. Let's see. I just want to have like a more accurate look about him. Shoot, what time is it? Shit. I got like 10 minutes. So while that's doing its search, here we go. I found a picture right off the bat, but it's in the wrong position. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my thumbnail thing. Let's see, it should appear right here. Come on. And I just need to flip it. All right. It should update in a sec. There it is. But before I do that, I'm going to grab that head. Because I need to add that to my character sheet. Let's see. This was going to be my original Captain Cortez. No like it. So, paste. There we go. Yeah, it's in the right place. Okay. Look at that. That's about accurate. All right. That was cool. And I'll just eventually tone him up so that he looks like the rest of the herd. So I'm going to make his head a little smaller so it makes his muscles look bigger. And we'll just put that off to the side. So about right there. Okay, good enough for government work. Alright. Where'd you go? All right. Oh yeah, the coffee. Oh shoot. Okay, I gotta call it right here. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me, Ian. Thank you so much. I know, right? That was tight. I should do bobbleheads of all of them. 10 hours later. Let's look at the Rock drinking coffee. You got an answer for everything, don't you? Too awesome. All right. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll look up the Rock drinking coffee, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And maybe I'll pick Friday. Not Friday, I'm doing the brides, but maybe Saturday or Sunday. That could be drawing in a book type of day with an actual pencil and paper and stuff like that. So I will see you guys on the morrow. As long as my internet doesn't conk out on me. And take care. Bye-bye. Oh, you know what? What I usually do is show you how I got to where I got here. So let's do that. We'll do a quick video replay. And this is page 8 that I'm working on. And I wanted to give him the same cup that my daughter gave me that says, "Not today, motherfuckers." Because I'm a Harry Potter fan, so he's going to be a Harry Potter fan. And we'll have him like cosplay in like maybe a little picture or something like that. So like there'll be another, it might be too small, but I'll probably put like another picture around that has him cosplaying with his partner before the partner passed away. Now, when you do Procreate and you want to use your time-lapse replay, before you do anything, set it up so that in your settings, like when you pick the sizes and stuff, that you pick the replay, the video part, at high res. You want it to be as high res as possible so it doesn't look as pixelated as this one right here does. And you got to do that right off the bat, or else you'll get like what I've got here. It's not a bad likeness. It took me forever to get there, but it's not a bad likeness at all. Which is kind of what I'm going to go for. He's got character. Alright, you guys, again, thank you for joining me, and if you like what you see, like and subscribe, and if you have any ideas on what the theme should be for the next hand-drawn stuff, let me know. If you have any questions or comments or anything, leave it in the description. I'll catch it. Have a great one, and again, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.